Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is class number 3 of objective session, belongs to lesson AC currents. In the last two sessions I have discussed some questions and synapses based on the fundamentals and followed by some single element circuits and followed by complex circuits where we are taking two elements each other. Now in this session I will go with all three elements taken in series, which is known as LCR series circuit, and followed by what is the meaning of resonance condition and what is the formula for resonant frequency, and followed by what is the meaning of Q factor. Till that we will discuss in this session. Based on this I will solve some questions. You please follow the homework problems what I am giving regularly. Okay, so let us start the session. So if you take all three elements in series, that is called LCR series circuit. So inductor, capacitor, resistor, if all are taken in series, then what are the conditions you come across? So let us start first of all phasor diagram. So voltage across resistor is along x-axis, then current also will be along x-axis since both are in phase, and this will be voltage across inductor, this is voltage across the capacitor since voltage leads current here and current leads voltage in capacitor. Now I take a condition VL is greater than VC, just like I said in the last session. Then the difference of VL minus VC will be along VL. Then this will be the resultant voltage. So if V is the resultant voltage, then using the Pythagoras theorem, this opposite side will become VL minus VC. Then you can write very first up as resultant voltage is equal to side square plus side square, which is under root of VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. Now here, going to second step, I will take V as IZ and VR as IR, and followed by VL as I into XL and VC as I into XC. Now if you substitute in this step and take I common and cancel each other, you will get Z as, which is impedance, is equal to under root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Similar to last cases where you have got two elements. Okay. Then here for convenience I will replace this V as Z and this as XL minus XC and this as resistance. Then this will be the phase angle. See here I took the condition VL greater than VC, hence voltage leads the current by an angle pi. If you take this condition which is VC greater than VL, then VC minus VL will go along VC. In that case you will get the phasor diagram in this direction. Then voltage will be here and current leads the voltage in that case. Now let us go for this case. So what is the phase angle? You will get formula. So you will get in terms of voltages, tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. So what is adjacent? You have VR. So you can take it as VL minus VC by VR. You can take this, or you can take it as XL minus XC by R. Any condition you can take. Understood now? Now, taking the same point into mind, I will write what is the power factor formula, which is cos pi. See what is cos pi? Simple formula is R by Z. So, Z I will write as, just now I got the expression as root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Understood? Now in this case, what are the instantaneous expressions will give? So that is point number 5. If V is equal to V naught sin omega t is a given voltage, then current will get in two stages. One is I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus pi or minus pi. So when you will get plus pi, if you get this condition. When you will get minus pi, if you will get this condition. So resultant wave diagram, you can easily draw. But this phase angle will be like I can write directly condition as less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree. Okay. Now here, if you draw the diagram, or you can, if you draw the wave diagram, or you can say what is a graph with respect to current and frequency, for that you need to discuss one concept called resonance. You know what is given by XL is omega L and XC can be given by 1 by omega C. Now what happens if XL is equal to XC? So in this difference will become 0, then impedance will be equal to R. Hope you understood. If XL is equal to XC, impedance will become R. Like current expression. So So here I write current expression just for an idea. IRMS is equal to VRMS by Z. Then if Z is equal to R, if you take a condition, then I is equal to V by R. You will get formula where this will replace with the symbols V0 and I0. Reason, as impedance is decreasing, current becomes maximum. Then I'll tell you a condition resonance as follows. When inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance, impedance will become resistance, then current across the circuit becomes maximum. So situation is called as resonance. Now to get this condition, how we can achieve? So for that we need to supply certain frequency. How to derive that? Take this condition again. So here I am writing XL formula is omega L and XC formula is 1 by omega C. Take omega terms one side, you will get omega square is equal to 1 by LC, then omega square is equal to omega is equal to 1 by root of LC. Further omega write as 2 pi f, that is equal to 1 by root LC. Then what is f is equal to? 1 by 2 pi root LC. Now this is called resonant frequency. Nothing but by giving this frequency, this condition will be achieved. Once this condition is achieved, impedance will become minimum. As impedance becomes minimum, the current across the LCR circuit becomes maximum. This entire situation is called as resonance. Now, just now as told, if you draw the graph now, taking frequency versus current. So current I will take it as an y-axis and frequency along x-axis. The graph looks like this. This is called resonating current. So where current becomes maximum, the corresponding frequency is called as resonant frequency. Just now I said this is called resonant frequency FR. Now if we calculate IRMS from this graph, what is IRMS formula? I0 by root 2. Since this is peak, somewhere IRMS illello bartadanu. You will get IRMS value less than. Then from that you will get two intercepts on the graph, and from that you draw two projections over x-axis. Then you will get two more frequencies. Then this F1 and F2, what we got in the diagram, are called half powered frequencies. Nothing but if you give this F1 and F2 to the LCR series circuit, the power across the circuit will be half of the available power. Okay. Now here I will tell some more things. Okay. So try to understand. The first thing is, this is origin. From origin, if you go away, the frequency increases, right? Now try to understand. What is XC formula? 1 divided by 2 pi FC. What is XL formula? 2 pi FL. Since frequency is 0 at origin, this will be 0, this will be infinity. What does that mean? Here XC is greater than XL. As frequency increases, slowly this will decrease, this will increase. At resonance, both will become equal. Beyond that, XC will decrease and XL will increase. So what is the meaning? Before resonance, the nature of the circuit is purely capacitor dominated. After resonance, means if you give the frequency more than resonant frequency, the nature of circuit is purely inductor type, and at the resonance, neither inductor nor capacitor will dominate. The nature of the circuit is purely resistive type. Understood? Now from this you can easily explain, at resonance the phase angle is 0 degree. Here I write. So cos phi will become 1 since the phase angle is 0 degree, since the nature of the circuit is resonance. So this point you keep in mind, some questions will appear on this. Now here I tell about last point of this synopsis, which is known as Q factor. So what is Q factor? It's known as quality factor, and it explains about how rapidly the current will vary. See, from here to here, how rapidly the current will vary with respect to frequency. So if the frequency difference is less, current has to make a quick path. If frequency difference is more, current takes the path with slow mode. Hence, this range of frequencies itself is called bandwidth. So I will write a formula. Quality factor is the ratio between resonant frequency to the bandwidth. Then resonant frequency will be FR. Bandwidth I will write as F2 minus F1. Now from this, higher is the quality factor, less is the bandwidth. Less is the bandwidth, the fast, like I say, the variation of current takes place in a quick manner. Then the circuits which will have this facility are able to choose, are able to select a signal in a quick instant of time. Hence, those circuits will be given more preference. Simple. Circuits which are able to take the signal very slow or very large span of time, they will not be preferred, because if you tune a radio, as soon as you get the signal, it will be very beneficial for you. Or if you think you are tuning the circuit and you are not really getting signal, nobody will take the such circuits. Hence, circuits with highest quality factor are preferred for selection circuits. In the sense, they will be taken in order to transmit the signals or receive the signals. So this is first formula. This you can write as omega r divided by omega 2 minus omega 1 also in terms of angular frequencies. Another formulas of Q factor I am writing here, 1 by r root L by C, or you can take it as XL by R, or you can take it as XC by R. All are the same formulas. Make sure it's a dimensionless quantity. Okay. Now if they ask about quality factor, either of the formula you can use. Now as a glance, I took LCR series circuit, a given formula for resultant voltage, impedance, phase angle, power factor, instantaneous voltages and current expressions. What is the meaning of resonance condition and expression for resonance, and what happens at resonance, what could be its power factor value, and current becomes maximum or minimum, everything explained. Then I went with the resonant curve and I explained about nature of the curves before resonance and after resonance and at resonance, and what are half chord frequencies I explained. Then I went with the concept called Q factor, and this Q factor, what is the meaning you know, and based on the formulas, if they give the data, please start solving the questions. Now based on this, let us start solving the questions. So based on the concepts discussed, I have question number starts with 72. So they given for the series LCR circuit shown in the figure, what is the resonant frequency and amplitude of the current at the resonant frequency, like that they are asking. See, simple. Resonant frequency formula you have, question number 72. F is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root of LC. Now what the data given is, L is 8 millihenry, C is 20 microfarad. 8 millihenry and C is 20 microfarad. So that is equal to 20 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Now we substitute here, F is equal to 1 divided by 6.28 into, so this is 8 into 10 power minus 3, which is L, and 20 into 10 power minus 6. So your job is to maintain the powers in even numbers. So for convenience, this I take as minus 5. So 8 to is 16. Minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. Once it comes out of the root, it becomes minus 4. If it goes to the numerator, it becomes plus 4. So I take out the powers as 10 power 4. Now we have 8 to is 16. So root of 16 is 4. Then you have 6.28 in the denominator. Now try to understand. This is about 24 and 0.2 in the number, you will get 25, 1 divided by 25, close to, into 10 to the power of 4. Now tell me, what is 1 divided by 24 is 0.04 into 10 to the power of 4, then you will get around 400 Hertz as a frequency. But in the given question, they have given the resonant frequency in terms of omega. So in order to get the omega, you can use the formula 2 pi f. So already f we got as, this is 6.8, right? 2 pi into 4, alright, into 10 to the power of 4, that is f, into what you have, 2 pi. 2 pi get cancels, what is 1 by 4? That is 0.25 into 10 power 4, you will get 2500 radian per second. So both of the calculations are done here. Now apart from that, what they are asking is, so how much is the amplitude of the current at resonance? You know, I said amplitude of the current is nothing but I naught is equal to V naught by R, because impedance will be equal to resistance. Now what they given is voltage, which is VRMS, as 220, then convert into P by multiplying with root 2, then you have 44 ohms is a resistance. Then if you divide this, you will get a current about 5 root 2 ampere. So omega is 2500 radian per second and current is 5 root 2 ampere. Your answer is Option A. Okay. The next question number 73. See what is there in the question? A sinusoidal voltage of peak voltage given, that is V0, 283 volts, and frequency 50 Hz applied to a LCR series circuit where R is 3 ohm, L is 25.48 millihenry, C is 796 microfarad. Then the impedance of the circuit they are asking. So take out R value, they are taken as 3 ohm, L is 25.48 millihenry, and C they are given as 796 microfarad. So frequency, how much they given is 50 Hertz. Now here voltage, what they given is of useless, because impedance, you have a direct formula, is given as Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Sure. Now let us start calculating first of all XL. We have a formula 2 pi FL. So 2 into 3.14 into frequency is 50 into we have 25.48 millihenry. Understood? So what is XC? We have a formula 1 divided by 2 pi FC, that is equal to 1 divided by 2 into 3.14 into 50 into 796 microfarad. Okay, getting that right? Now, if you solve this, XL and XC will get, just do calculation because board and time is not sufficient. You will get XL minus XC value, which will be equal to 4 ohm. Okay, so XL and XC, if you start solving and substituting in XL minus XC, you will get as 4 ohm. Now, what is the impedance you have? Z is equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square, is there, right? Then what is R value given is 3 ohm. So that is 9. XL minus XC whole square is 4, that is 16. Then root of 25 is 5 ohm is the impedance. So your option is B. The next we have question number 74. See what they given in the question. A condenser of capacitor C is given, which is 2.4 microfarad. Okay, is used to transmit a wavelength lambda. If the inductor of 10 power minus 8 Henry is used for this circuit, then the value of lambda they are asking. So L is given as 10 power minus 8 Henry. Then let us calculate frequency first. 1 divided by 2 pi root LC, that is 1 divided by 6.28, and L value is 10 power minus 8, this is 2.4 into 10 power minus 6. Getting that right? You will get some frequency. You please start solving, okay? Because calculations and all, taking calculator, it will be a difficult issue. Once you get some frequency, use the formula frequency is equal to C by lambda. That implies lambda is equal to C by frequency. Then your answer will be 292 meter. Because C value you know, which is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So calculate this, you will get frequency. That frequency substitute here, you will get the value as 292 meter. So next further question. Then you have question number 75. See in question number 75, in the circuit shown in the figure, what will be the readings of the voltmeter, like that they are asking. See, if you clearly observe the circuit, voltage across inductor, voltage across capacitor is each 100 volts. So VL is equal to VC, that is equal to 100 volts, nothing but the circuit is at resonance. Now, whatever the voltage you apply during the resonance will act across the resistance only. Now, the voltage given in the problem is 200 volts. Same voltage will be equal to resistance voltage, that is equal to voltmeter reading, which is equal to 200 volts. So your option is option C. So I repeat, during resonance. How you can find the circuit is at resonance? Since voltage of inductor and voltage of capacitor both are same, VL is equal to VC, then XL is equal to XC, circuit is at resonance, then total voltage you are applied to the circuit will act across the resistance. Hence, given voltage is equal to resistance voltage where voltmeter is connected, hence it shows the 200 volts. Now you have question number 76. See, in a series LCR circuit, the voltage across resistance, capacitance, inductance is 10 volts. So initially they given VR is equal to VL is equal to VC is equal to 10 volts each. Now, if the capacitor is short circuited, the voltage across the inductance will be. So, try to understand. Initial voltage is being 10. Here you can get a condition VL is equal to VC. Means it will initially resonance. Now, if capacitor is short circuited, then what is the resultant voltage you will get? V is equal to VR plus VL square. You will get 10 root 2. Because 10 square plus 10 square becomes 10 root 2. Since initial voltages are being same, this voltage will be equally divided among both inductor as well as resistor. Then I can write as VL is equal to VR is equal to V by 2. Then you will get 10 root 2 by 2. You will get answer as 10 by root 2 volts. Understood? So your option is option C. Now 77. In a series LCR circuit, the potential difference between the terminals of inductance is 60 volts. So they given 77th question, VL as 60 volts and voltage across the capacitor 30 and voltage across the resistance is 40, then the supply voltage is like that they are asking. So VC is 30 and VR is 40. Then what is supply voltage formula as per the synopsis? V is equal to VR square plus VL minus VC whole square. Now you substitute here. This is 40 square, 60 minus 30 whole square under root. So this will be 1600 and this will be 30 square which is 900. Then you will get 2500 which is equal to 50 volts. So your option is C. Okay. Now question number 78. A series LCR circuit R is 5 ohms is given. R is equal to 5 ohm and L is given as 40 millihenry, C is 1 microfarad. 40 into 10 power minus 3 Henry, C is equal to 1 microfarad. Now what they are asking is bandwidth. You know bandwidth formula you can get from quality factor as Q is equal to FR divided by F2 minus F1. So to get this, I will write the formula as F2 minus F1 is equal to FR by Q. Now this solution will give us a work. So first you substitute FR as 1 divided by 2 pi root LC, where 1 divided by 2 pi, this is 40 into 10 power minus 3 into 1 into 10 power minus 6. You solve some FR. Similarly, quality factor can use the formula 1 by R root L by C. Substitute R, L, C here, you will get some Q factor. Now, use the formula bandwidth is equal to, that is equal to F2 minus F1 as FR by Q. Okay. So if you substitute all these things, your bandwidth will be 20 Hertz, which will be option C. See, calculation part I am giving as work, because in an intention to solve more number of questions. Now question number 79. See, a transmission station transmits a radio wave of length 360 meters. Lambda is given. Okay. Then the inductance of the coil required to the inductance of the coil which is required with a condenser of capacitor 1.2 microfarad to resonate circuit to receive them is, so C is given. C as 1.2 microfarad given. Now tell me, if this wavelength is given, let us calculate first of all what is its resonant frequency. You know, nu is equal to C lambda. Just now given. Okay, nu is equal to C by lambda. Getting it right? So simple. Frequency is equal to velocity by distance formula. Okay. Now from this, we will get formula C by lambda, that implies 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second divided by what is the value? 360 meter. Getting it right? So if you have a doubt with this, simple formula right here. Velocity is equal to distance by time. Now, time is equal to distance by velocity. Then 1 by time is called velocity by distance. This 1 by time itself is called frequency. See here. So 1 by t I have taken as frequency, where velocity I have taken as velocity of light, distance I have taken as lambda. Now if we solve this, we will get 1 by 120 into 10 power 8 hertz. Now this is equal to a formula 1 divided by 1 by 2 pi root of LC, where you take L common. So to L get common, square on the both sides. So if you square on both sides, it becomes F square divided by 1 by 4 pi square LC. Root will get cancelled. Now from this, what is L is equal to? 1 divided by 4 pi square F square C. Substitute this F here. C is given, pi is being constant. If you substitute these values, you will get the answer as 3.04 into 10 to the power of minus 8 Henry. 3.04 into 10 to the power of minus 8 Henry will be the answer. So calculation is your job. Okay? And next, 18. So, in a series resonance circuit, the voltage R is 100 volts and R is 1 kilo ohm, C is 2 microfarad. The resonant frequency is 200 radian per second. Then at resonance, voltage across L will be, see, the problem is very simple. Voltage across resistance they given as resonance 100 volts. R is equal to 1 kilo ohm, C is 2 microfarad. C is 2 microfarad. Now, what is omega they given? Resonant frequency. Nothing but omega they given as 200 radian per second. Okay. Now, first of all, one thing is clear. They are asking what? The voltage across L. Nothing but VL they are asking. Formula is I into XL. Understood? Since L value, XL value you can calculate using omega L. Omega is there but L is not there, no. So at resonance, what is the condition? XL is equal to XC. Then you can write this formula as I into XC, that is equal to I into 1 divided by omega C. Now what is I? I is equal to V by R, because at resonance, right? So I can write like this, VL is equal to I as, see, V by R, 100 volts divided by 1000 ohms into 1 divided by omega is how much? 200 into C value, 2 into 10 power minus 6 microfarad. If you solve this on calculation of everything and all, you will get 250 volts. So if you have a doubt, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will get minus 1. So minus 1 it goes to numerator, you will get 10 power 1. 10 power into 100 is 1000. By 2 2s are 4, you will get 250 volts. So like that you can solve. Now question number 81 I can say at the last. So in the given circuit diagram, they given 4 voltmeters V1, V2, V3, V4 and all. They are telling, connected as shown in the figure. During resonance, which of the voltmeters shows same reading like that? They ask the question. So default I said, voltage across inductor and voltage across capacitor will be same. See here, right? During resonance, VL is equal to VC. Or supplied voltage is equal to resistance voltage. Any one is possible, but in that problem, V3 and V2 will be same as per the given question. So your option will be D. None of the other options will be suitable for the problem. So option D will be correct answer, since V2 is voltage across inductor and V3 is voltage across the capacitor, hence these two will become equal. Hence this I will take it as V2 and this I will take it as V3. So your option is option D. So rest some 4 to 5 questions. No, not 4 to 5. Around some 7 questions are there. Please work on that. If any doubts is there, please update me. But homework problems you must and should do. Okay. So I'll upload some extra problems also. Please work on that. If any doubts is there, as usual, please update me through my individual WhatsApp account. Thank you for the session.